friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, we are going to be writing out my paycheck budget for the week of March 18th through the 24th. I have in front of me my paycheck budget worksheet from my March budget bundle. If you are interested in getting your hands on this worksheet or any of the other worksheets in my bundle for March, you can join my channel membership at the link down below. If you join at the Budget Buddy tier, you get access to this paycheck budget worksheet as well as a hybrid budget worksheet. That way you can budget whichever way you like. But if you join at my Budget Bestie tier, you get access to all of my worksheets. The paycheck budget, the hybrid budget, the title page, you can get the 2-page calendar, all of these worksheets by joining at that tier. So if you click the link down below, it says join this channel for perks or something like that, and then there's a link. Click that, it'll open up and give you all the details of the various membership tiers. Read through, select the one you like, and join me. I would love to have you. Alright, so yeah. Last week, if you watched my budget closeout, was abysmal. We spent so much money last week. We went over budget in a big way, like more over budget than we have all year. It was the worst week of the year so far in terms of the budget. But we turned the page, we have a fresh start, and I'm going to hopefully do really, really well this week. So the amount that we are hoping to work with this week is $1,600. And my budget, for the most part, is not really going to change. When I can manage to stick to it, the numbers that I budget on a regular basis work for me. So the very first thing I need to allocate is money for next month's bills. $700, that's what I budget every single week. We're a month ahead on our bills, which basically means that throughout the week of March, we are setting aside a lump sum amount each week so that by the time April rolls around, we have all the money we need to pay April's bills. All of the bills that have been coming in throughout March are paid with income we set aside in February. So I need $700 to make that happen. So that is my fixed expense for the week. Moving down here to variable expenses, they're the same as always. Grocery, eating out, and spending. And something that I haven't mentioned in my videos in a little while is that, yes, I set a separate budget for each of these line items. However, the total for the variable expenses is really what matters. So in this case, I'm going to budget $200 for groceries. I'm going to budget $100 for eating out, and I'm going to budget $50 for spending. So that's $350 if everything goes to plan. If, though, I spend $300 on groceries and nothing for eating out and $50 for spending, it still equals out to be $350 in the end, and I'm okay with that. The reason I want to point this out is this. We've been eating out a ton. We've also been spending a lot on groceries. It seems to me that I should be doing one or the other. If I spend a ton of money on groceries, it means that I have plenty of food in the house and I shouldn't need to eat out. If I eat out a ton, that means that we don't need to spend as much in groceries. So while I'm budgeting $200 for groceries and $100 for eating out, I'm really thinking of this more like $300 total for food and household items. So if I spend more on eating out, I'm hoping my grocery budget will be lower and vice versa. Last week, I spent a ton on eating out and a ton on groceries, which is just silly. I shouldn't be doing that. Because I spent so much last week on groceries, I'm hoping I can spend less on groceries in general this week because we're stocked up on a lot of things. We'll see how it goes. I will come to you at the end of the week with the actual numbers and we'll see how closely I manage to stick to this budget. But overall, in general, for this variable category, $350 is what I'm aiming for, $350 or less. And however it shakes out, I'm okay with it. I don't get too caught up in semantics about oh, I'm $2 over in my grocery budget, so it's a catastrophe. It's not that big of a deal, so long as it all comes out in the end. All right, let's talk about sinking funds. These are my short-term savings goals. $400 is what I plan to put towards my short-term savings, and you will see me stuff that cash. In today's video, I already have it set aside here in my cash tray, which you can kind of see here. I also have a little mini savings challenge that I finished that I need to allocate today, so you're going to see lots of cash stuffing in this video. But before I can do that, I got to finish this up. So the other way that I like to add money to my short-term savings is with no spends. So right at the beginning of the week, I pull $400 cash and I immediately stuff it into both my sinking funds and my savings challenges. I take it right off the top. That way, this $400 isn't sitting in my account. You know, if I see $400 in my account, I'm gonna think that it's there to spend. So I just take it right out in cash and I stuff it into my cash envelopes so that it's already gone and I don't go on a shopping spree with that. So that's the one way that I encourage myself to save money. The other way is any day that I have a no spend day throughout the week, that is, I don't spend on groceries, eating out, or spending, I like to add $5 to my short-term savings. Because savings is my #1 goal for 2025, I find that really motivating. Now last week it didn't work. Last week we spent practically every single day. But in general, I find that if I can keep my spending to just a day or two throughout the week, I'm less likely to overspend, and it gives me more money to put into my short-term savings. So any day that I have a no spend day throughout the week, I will add $5 to my short-term savings. So I'm not gonna budget for this because, as we saw last week, there's weeks where I spend money every single day. So I'm gonna budget 0, and then we'll just count up the number of no spend days at the end of the week and put that in the actual column. So I'm budgeting $400 with the hopes that it's actually a little bit higher than that. We are not putting anything to extra debt. We are still credit card debt free. We do have some debt, but we're not focusing on paying that off right now. Oops, sorry about the wobbly table. We are just focusing in 2025 on savings, both short-term and long-term savings, which we'll talk about in a minute. So that means if all goes to plan, we'll start with $1,600. We'll put $700 towards fixed expenses. We'll put $350 towards variable expenses. We will put $400 into our short-term savings. Nothing to extra debt. If I'm not mistaken, that leaves $150 remaining. I'm going to double check my math because you guys know I'm famous for messing up the numbers. But I've been doing this long enough, I'm pretty sure that it's $150 left. It is. So that $150, provided I don't have to use it to make the ends meet because I overspent in a category or because we had a bill come in that I wasn't expecting, whatever's remaining at the end of the week will go into my long-term savings. So my short-term savings are in cash envelopes. My long-term savings is just a high-yield savings account that I put all of our extra money towards for things further in the future than a year, or for super large purchases or that sort of thing. Okay? So $150 is what I plan to have left at the end of the week to put towards that. Fingers crossed it actually happens this week because last week was a mess. All right, so that's my paycheck budget. Pretty short and sweet. Doesn't really change too much. Occasionally I'll switch things up in here, or I'll save a little bit less because I know I have more that I need to spend here, or vice versa, or whatever. But for the most part, this is what my paycheck budget looks like every week. Why then do I sit down every week and film it and talk about it, even if it's exactly the same? Well, because it helps to keep me accountable, it helps to keep me on track, and it's motivating for you guys, or at least that's what I'm told. All right, so now I have this $400 cash to deal with. Some of it I like to take and put directly into my cash envelopes. Some of it I like to play some fun savings challenge games with. So let's talk about that split now. All right, so here is the split. I have $400, and what I've decided to do is take $290, if I'm not mistaken, and put it directly into my sinking funds. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. So 290 is getting cash stuffed. That leaves me with 110 here to play savings challenge games with. Let me just go ahead and count that, make sure that's right. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this 110 we're going to set towards the back here. We will play with that momentarily. First things first, I'm going to get my cash envelope stuffed. And I like to stuff my envelopes immediately upon getting paid because these are things that I know are coming up that I need to make sure that I am accounting for. I have already gone in and written on the trackers with what I plan to add today. I did that last week and it was much easier when it came to filming and editing, so I decided to do it again this week. I have my sinking funds over the course of 2 binders here, a pink and a blue, and I have the cash and I have a little tracker where I keep track of the comings and goings in each of the funds. The trackers in these 2 binders are from Savannah over at Sav Saves. And yeah, let's go ahead and go. So starting out with Austin's sinking fund. Austin is my 17-year-old son. He is a junior in high school and he's expensive. There's always things that he's needing. We've got prom coming up, we've got soccer season in the fall, we've got graduation next year. It's going to be an expensive year, and so I want to make sure I am setting money aside for that. So we're adding $20 today, which according to my tracker means there should now be 470. 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70. I don't have a goal in mind for Austin's sinking fund. I'm just going to keep adding money and taking it out as he needs it. And when he's 18, then I can move on to saving for other things. Well, really, that's not true. When my oldest son turned 18, he was working full-time. He decided against higher education, and so he kind of was on his own at that point. Now he lives with us. We help him out a lot. But I have made the deal with both of my children that as long as they are in school, I will continue to help support them. So, you know, if Austin goes to college, which is his plan, then we will continue to add money and set it aside for him. We want him to be able to focus on school and not have to get a job. Unless he wants to, and so that's why we made that deal with him. So probably be saving for Austin for quite some time if all of his plans come to fruition. So he definitely plans on college. Okay, that was a short story turned long. Let's talk about bulk buys. This is a fund that I have for when we go on trips to I almost said Costco. We don't have a Costco membership. When we go on trips to Sam's Club or we order from Nespresso, anytime we have to do something that's outside of our typical weekly grocery shopping, I like to take it out of here. We're adding $40 today, which should be 90, 50, 70, 90. Having everything written down makes it so much easier, and it makes this process go so much quicker, or at least it would if I'd quit yapping. All right, next up we have camping. So one of my goals for March was to actually sit down and figure out what my goal amounts were for my sinking funds. Some of them, like Austin's fund, for example, I don't have a set goal for. It will never really be fully funded. I'll just keep saving as long as I need to. Same with bulk buys. We will add money and take money out of there constantly. This fund, however, is something I know is coming up and has a set date. So we have a campground that we pay for annually. We have a camper that sits on a campsite, and that is coming due in October, and it's not quite $1,500, but I rounded up and decided that my goal is to have $1,500 in this fund by October. And I did the math, I counted everything up, how many paydays we have between now and then, and I know I need to put like $37 a week or whatever into this fund every week until October if I'm gonna have this amount. So I'm hoping that we're gonna continue to stuff $40 most weeks, and that is what we're adding today. So I have 20, 40, and that should bring this up to 600. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 in cash, and then I have $500 in placeholders here because I do have $500 in the bank in a high yield savings account. Might as well earn some money on it while it sits in the account until October. All right, next up is car. This is for car maintenance. It's for any car repairs. It's also for car registration. Now, something I was thinking about when I was writing my goals for this is maybe I ought to have two separate funds, one for repairs and maintenance and one for registration. So that might be a change I make, but for now, we're just keeping it all together. And this car fund, the goal for this is to have $1,000 by January. So we're gonna add $20 today. That should bring it up to $270. I am long-winded today, I apologize. All right, 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70. Perfect. Next up is celebrations. Celebrations is gonna get $20 today. This is for anything we need to celebrate. So we've got Easter coming up. My little sister is getting married in May, so we'll take money for gifts or anything we need to help celebrate her from this fund. 100, 200, 20, 30, 35, 40. Uh-oh. It should be 260. 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Okay, I just can't count. That's why I always double check and double count, because I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, next we have Christmas, and I'm actually not going to put anything into Christmas. I didn't write down my goal for this, but my goal for this is just $500. Mostly we fund Christmas with our credit card rewards, like I already talked about. This is just to boost that up a little bit. My ultimate goal is $500. We have a savings challenge game in the works to help us fund most of that. And Christmas is still a long ways away, so I don't feel like I need to add anything to this today. Clothing is gonna get just $5, bringing it up to 110. This is another one I don't have a goal for. We'll just keep funding it and buy clothes as needed. $110 there. There's just clothing for my husband and I. Anything that Austin needs will come out of Austin's fund. All right, our emergency fund is gonna get $20 today, which is gonna bring it up to $660. I haven't set a goal for this yet either because I'm not sure. I don't feel like I'll ever have enough money set aside in case of emergency, so I'm just gonna keep adding to this indefinitely. So 100, 20, 40, 60 in cash, and then we have 500 in the bank. Perfect. All right, so that is my first binder done. Moving on to binder number 2 here. First up, we have our home fund. This is for any home maintenance, home repairs, that sort of thing. We're gonna add $20 today, and that should bring this up to $400. This is another one I don't really have a set goal for. We're just gonna keep adding money indefinitely. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 400. So we are about $100 away from taking this money to the bank. Anytime I hit 500, I take that to the bank and put it into the high yield. All right, hobbies is gonna get $5. This is not a super high priority. just adding little bits of money here and there. This is for anything hobby related. So if I want to buy a book, if I want to buy a video game, if we want to buy a puzzle, or my husband wants something for his hobbies, that comes out of here. 100, 200, 20, 25, 30, 35. You could call this fun money. We've just called it hobbies. Okay, next. Insurance. This is for my homeowner's insurance. We're going to add $20 to this. I need to figure out when our homeowner's insurance is due and how much it is before I can set a goal for this one. We have $30 in cash and then $500 in the bank for a total of $530. Next is medical, and medical is going to get $40. Our goal for this is $2,500. I don't have a set date in mind. Just, you know, as soon as we can get there. Once I hit $2,500, I may decide that's not enough, but that's our initial goal. The great thing about these goals is they can always be updated or changed if needed. But having a goal helps me to be laser focused, and so that's why I set goals for some of these. $20, $40, $60, $80, $90 in cash, and $500 in the bank for a total of $590. That's perfect. All right. Pet expenses is going to get $20. I have a goal of $1,000 for this. Again, no set dates, just however long it takes me to get there. 100, 200, 350, 70, 90, 400. So we're $100 away from putting this into the high yield savings account as well. All right, next up is shopping. We're skipping this today. It's got $100 in it. This isn't a top priority right now, so we're not going to add anything there. Subscriptions is going to get $20. I have a goal of $500 for this, at which point I will stop saving until we have to pull money from this to pay one of our subscriptions, and then we will start saving again until we get back up to $500. That's going to get the last $20, and this should bring this up to $460, which I managed to smear this all over the place, so I'll have to clean that up. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60. So we are $40 away from our goal here. It feels really, really good. Of course, we have no cash left. That means we will not be adding anything to vacations. I had a goal of $500. We did hit that goal last week. We don't have any vacations planned right now, and that's why we're stopping at $500. Now, if we had a big trip planned, we would probably need more than $500, but for now, $500 set aside for like a little day trip or a weekend vacation is plenty. So we're going to stop saving in this category, focus on some other categories for a little while, and if and when we book something, we can revisit this. All right, so that's all of the cash that needs to go into my binders directly. Now let's have some fun. So I have this $110 left. I've got some games that I know for sure that I want to play, so we will start with those, and then if we have money left over, we will let the dice decide where the rest of it goes. So starting out with my top priority savings, I have a couple of savings challenges in my binder here. This is Save 2025 and 2025. It's from Nita at the Almost Organized Owl. And I am using this savings challenge to help me save money throughout the year. By the end of the year, I'll have over $2,000 in savings, which is awesome. So we're going to start by scratching, and that is $7. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 7, 5, 6, 7, and I want to go ahead and color in a couple of numbers as well. So let's do... let's see. Let's do 3. So if I put the 7 back and grab a 10, that will take care of that. And then let's do 20. I have a feeling as I get towards the end of the year, I'm going to have to drop some really big numbers in here to catch this up. But for now, I'm just doing the best I can with what I've got. So that's going to be a total of $30 going into this challenge. And I have it right here in this little binder. So with the addition of this $30, let's see how much we've saved in total. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. All right. That's great progress. Let's move on now to the maze game. So this game is so much fun. It is from Budgeting by Dina US. It's so pretty and sparkly and shiny. And we are trying to follow the path to get to the end of the maze. And we're working on this orange section here. So I'm going to scratch, and every time that I scratch and I scratch an orange, I'm going to add $2. If I scratch the wrong color, I'm going to add $3. If I scratch white, I'm going to pay $5. And let's just see how far we can get here. So that's 2, 4, 6. Oh, okay, so that's 6 plus 5 is 11. So we're going to go this way. 13. 15. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Should we just finish this challenge, you guys? Let's just finish it. It's gonna take up a lot of my money, but let's do it. So that's 2, 4, 6, 11, 11 and 5 is 16, plus 5 is 21, plus 2 is 23 more. So yeah, that was a lot of money, but now we are complete. All right, so 20, 21, 22, 23, plus this 15, that's a total of 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, $38 in this challenge, which is so amazing. We scratched off every single thing there. So in this maze challenge in total, all right, let's see what we managed to save. And I don't have this specifically allocated to anything, so we'll be able to see where I can put this money at the end of this video. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. That's amazing. Now, I could have counted $10 for this end here space each time I landed, but I only counted it once. So depending on how you play, you may save more. And of course, depending on how many times you scratch the wrong color, everybody's gonna save something different here. But I feel really, really good about this. So I'm gonna set this off to the side to allocate at the end of the video. I'm gonna clean this up. And because I finished this challenge, I'm gonna go ahead and ring my bell, and we're gonna add $1 to Donna Powered by Creativity, her Ding 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 challenge, which is here at the back of my binder. Every time I finish a savings challenge, every time a savings challenge is fully funded, I ring the bell, I add $1 to that challenge. At the end of the year, we'll see how many challenges I managed to complete. Look at that, you guys. I am so excited to have finished a challenge today. I needed that win. So that's that. Now if I wanted to, I could clean this off and add new stickers, or there's plenty of things I could do with this since it is laminated and it's such beautiful quality. This is Budgeting by Dina US. Definitely check her out. Tell her I sent you. All right, so that's that. That's done. That means we're not gonna have that challenge anymore. Oh, that's kind of sad. A little bit bittersweet finishing that one. All right. The other challenge I want to make sure that I stuff today is Oh, the Money You Will Save. This is from Savannah at Sav Saves. We are working in the March section here, And we have 2 spots left, so we have a 20 and a 15. Let's go ahead and do the 15 because we have already gone through most of our money here. So 5, 10, 15 is going to go in here in March. And I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to do this throughout the year or if I'm going to allocate this money somewhere at the end of every month. Let me know what you guys think I should do. Should I save it up throughout the whole year or should I end it at the end of the month? 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So we are $20 away from our March goal of 75. This super cute Savings Challenge book is from Savannah, like I said, and it is all Dr. Seuss themed, made from a storybook, and it's super, super cute. I love her channel. I love all of her products. Check her out. Tell her I sent you as well. All right, so now that we've done that, we still have a little bit of money left. Not very much. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, $26. Now that's not a lot, but we can do a little something with that. So at this point in time, I usually let the dice decide where we're gonna go. So we may only be rolling a dice once or twice today since we have so little money left, but that's okay. Why won't this go together? I was trying to do it backwards. There we go. So let me grab my dice and let's see what we can do. So in this binder, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 challenges. I did have a 6th, but we completed that challenge. So we have 5 challenges here, and I'm gonna let the dice decide where I go. So I'm gonna roll whatever it lands on. That's the challenge I'm gonna play. If I get a 6, it'll be dealer's choice. All right, challenge 2 is the Countdown to Christmas book from Liz and Les. So we'll start there. And let's see what we can save. So right here at the beginning, I have this page that I have not played in ages. And this will help me, I think, keep the numbers low because I want to play as many games as possible. So I'm gonna, I think, just add $2 to this challenge. So we may end up coming back to it. 1, 2, going into the Countdown to Christmas. If I do small amounts, then I can play more games, right? Hopefully you guys get it. All right, let's roll again. All right, challenge 6, that's dealer's choice. So let's see. I know we're nowhere near finished with the shopping challenge, but let's see where we are with Shut the Box. Okay, we have just 1 round of Shut the Box left, so that's where we're gonna go next. And we will wrap this up today. Finishing challenges, woohoo. All right, so for this I need 2 dice. So I actually need to pull that dice tower back in and grab a second die. And I'm gonna roll and cross things off as we go. If I manage to cross everything off, then that means I shut the box and I'll save $20. I don't know if I have $20, hopefully I do. Otherwise we'll just save whatever's not crossed off. So in this case, I rolled a 6, so I can either cross off the 6 or I can cross off any 2 numbers that make 6. So 5 and 1, 4 and 2. I'm gonna do the 6. All right, here we go again. That's 7. This challenge is from Reinventing Renee, by the way, and it's so much fun. Such a great way to save money. All right, that's 9. And we just keep going until we can't go anymore. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Oops. All right, 6 and 2 is 8 again, so we can do 5 and 3. Right? Okay, we have 4, 2, and 1 left. So if we roll a 5 or a 6, oh, I guess that means I only need to roll 1 die, right? Because everything that I can make here is 6 or less. 4 and 1 is 5, 4 and 2 is 6, or 4, 2, or 1. So yeah. All right, we got 5. So that's 4 and 1. So if I can roll a 2, we will have shut the box. No, I got a 5. Okay, so we're gonna add $2 to shut the box here. 1, 2. And that means we've completed shut the box. We did all of the rounds. So if I go back here to shut the box, this money is going into my hobbies sinking fund. And let's see what we've saved in total. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 101. That's so cool. So we will allocate this at the end. We're a lot allocating today. Let's go ahead and ring the bell and add $1 to ding, ding, ding. Feels so good to finish challenges. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next. So that means we now have number 4 and number 6 empty. So if I roll a 4 or a 6, it'll be dealer's choice. I wanna get all of these challenges done so I can start fresh. Let's see what we have left. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So why don't we, I think we're gonna skip out on chip away today because that one can get really, really pricey. We already did the countdown to Christmas book. Let's do some stars in the Strive to Thrive challenge. So each of these icons, the stars and the letters, are worth $1. I've got a die here, I'm gonna roll, and whatever I roll, that's the number of icons I'll color in, so 5. And do I have the Sharpie I've been using, or the highlighter? I do. All right, so we'll color in 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will add a 5 in there. And let's just go ahead and count up how much we have total because we're not going to add any more today. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I believe this challenge is going to save 50 by the time it's all said and done. So we've made great progress there. Let's go ahead and go back to Christmas and add the $2 in there. And count this up, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my gosh, so much money in that challenge. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and put whatever's left into this shopping dice challenge, okay? So what did we say we had left? 5. Let's just do some dice rolls. So we've got 2. So we'll color in a 2. 4. So actually let's put 1 back and grab a 5. Oops. 4 again. Put 1 back and grab another 5. Oh, I don't have a 5, so I guess we'll just do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 6 left, so I'll just go ahead and color in a 6. That feels good because we still have a long way to go in this challenge. It saves $222 total. Let's see what we have in here. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 131 of 222. So yeah, we still have quite a ways to go with this one. All right, so that's all my money. So we are done playing games, but we do still have to allocate these funds. So I have Shut the Box that I finished today. That's going to go into hobbies, which I think is in this binder. Hobbies, indeed. So it's got $235 in it. How much did I say we were going to add today? A lot. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 101. And that's going to bring this up to $336. If all is accurate. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Wow, that is amazing. And now these other challenges I have here, the maze challenge that I finished and this bubble challenge, don't have set places that they need to go. So I'm just going to go through here and see which funds need a little extra love. So home is even. I could put some into hobbies, like 4 more, and bring it up to an even 340. Do I have 4 singles? Yeah, I'm going to do that, because that'll drive me crazy not having that an even number. And nothing says I have to put all of this cash into one fund. I can split it up. So that's what we're going to do. Make this an even 340. I am, however, going to spare you me counting all of that again. So $4 more going in there to bring that to an even 340. I like my funds to be nice round numbers. Insurance has 530. Okay, medical's at 590, so why don't we add $10 to this and bring it up to an even 600? So I have a 10. Why don't I go ahead and put this into my cash tray here so that I can better allocate it. Oh, we just have a ton of ones. I guess it won't be too hard then for all of these ones. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, we have $44 left. I'm going to add $40 to my subscriptions here, because that's going to bring it up to an even 500, which is our goal. So that's where that $40 is going to go to bring it up to an even 500. So we'll take this plus 20 and 21s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that'll leave us with $4 left to go somewhere. And that means this should be 500, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, and those 21s. So that is our goal for subscriptions of 500. I'm going to put this back in this envelope for now, but this will go to my high yield savings account, and we will put placeholders in here, and that fund will be fully funded. And now the question remains, what do I do with this last 4 singles? Oh, you guys, I still have this too, the maze challenge. So that's 5 now. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. Oh my gosh, we have so much money. 70, 80, 85, 90, 95 more dollars. So let's see if we can hit some more goals. If we had 30 to Austin's, that'll bring that up to an even 500, and I can take that to the bank as well. Which is a huge milestone. So let's add 30. My gosh, I'm so excited that we have so much money going into these funds. This helps make up for the fact that when I closed out my budget, it was an abysmal week. 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. So yeah, this will go to the high yield savings account as well. Very exciting. We can add 10 to bulk buys, and that'll bring it up to 100. You know, if you guys like seeing me allocate these funds just at the end of a video, or if you want it to be its own video moving forward. Well, usually I won't have this much all at once, so it probably wouldn't make sense to do it as its own video most of the time. 50, 70, 90, 100 now in bulk buys. Camping is good. We could do 30 in car. To bring that up to an even 300. So we'll add two 20s. No, a 20 and two 5s. One, two, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. We can add 40 to celebrations. To bring that up to an even 300 as well. Oh, this is so satisfying, all of these round numbers. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 3. And in case you couldn't tell, I don't make a plan for where I put these sinking funds that don't have specific funds they're going to. I just do what feels right. Let's put 40 into emergency and bring that up to 700. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Forgive me, I'm losing my voice here. So excited. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 200 in cash and 500 in the bank. I almost had a heart attack there. I was like, wait, I'm missing money. No, I'm not. All right. Let's just run back through these really quick, see if there's anything else I want to add to. Let's add 20 to insurance. $500 in the bank and 50 in cash now. Okay, you guys, we have 25 left. And this is so fat, I'm gonna have to do a condensing. So let's figure out where we're gonna put it. Back to my pink binder here. Let's put 5 into Christmas. $10, $15, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25. And let's put 20 into clothing. And bring that up to 130. Okay, you guys, so that is the last of my money allocated. That was so much fun. That really made my day to be able to add all of that money. We finished up a couple of challenges, 3 challenges this week with the maze challenge, the little mini savings challenge I finished when I did my closeout, and shut the box, done. So yeah, great progress on my goals this week. Thank you for being here and helping encourage me to stick with it. Even when I have bad weeks like I did last week, I can end up having a win right thereafter and making it feel so much better. So yeah, if you like this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week. I'd love to have you come back, and I will see you next time. Bye.